welcome back here for another video. Hope you're all doing great, and I want to apologize if I sound a little bit tired. It's super early in the morning, but I couldn't resist waking up and making a new video. Of course, we're in the new studio, so that's why it's so in the previous video we made this basic coal power plant, but in this video we're gonna look into doing some science. We're gonna do some research and we're gonna move on with this space here and take it to the next level. But in order to do so, we need a lab. In order to do the research, and we also need the science packs to put into the lab. In order to make the lab, we need electronic circuits, and in order to make electronic circuits, we just need some iron plates and copper plates. So what we can do here is just go and grab all of this here. Yes. So now we have our resources, shit ton of iron plates, shit ton of copper plates. Also, I want to gather all of this coal here. Reason being is, while we are making this here, I want these bad boys to be working full speed space machines. We have some more resources further down the line of making our base. The reason being for why we're not upgrading the production of this here right now is because we need to do some basic research here in the beginning, so we get more types of belts. So we get underground belts, and so we get splitters, so we can split up two belts. Oh wait, so we can split up one belt into two belts. We're gonna go and make ourselves, let's say 2 labs. It's gonna take a little while. And we're gonna go and press T for research, or press right up here in the right corner. We're gonna go in here and we're gonna look at what we can research here. We want the logistics one, so we get underground belts and splitters. So we're gonna start the research, and of course nothing will happen here in the beginning. By looking at the research, we can see that we need 15 science packs. So we're gonna go in here, and of course we got plenty of resources, but we're gonna make 5, 10, 15. And now we're just gonna sit back, relax, enjoy the weather, enjoy the morning, and put down our lab meanwhile. But there we go, we got our next lab. And the reason being for why I make 2 is just we have a higher researching speed. So now we have a few automation science packs here. We can split them between both of these, and as we can see, they're starting the research straight away. We can look up here in the right corner and we see it's starting to progress here. Pretty much just a waiting game. We can go and pick up some resources while we're waiting. We got 6 more automation science packs. I'm just gonna go and put them in here. As we can see here now, the labs, they're pulling some power. Not a lot. The radar takes way more power, but it all adds up together. As we can see here, now the miner kicks in again. But yeah, we got plenty of power, no issues whatsoever. What we need now is to start working on automating and increasing capacities, because of course we can't run around and pick up this here manually. So what do we need for this? We need probably a shit ton of electric mining drills, probably a shit ton of stone furnaces, a shit ton of inserters, and a shit ton of belts. And to be honest, oh Jesus Christ, that's a shit ton of stone, holy shit. So I was actually thinking if we maybe should research the automation as well, so we can get a helping hand here in the beginning. So we can get some automation of belts and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna wait for this here. Let's see here, it's 10. Okay, so we're gonna craft 10 more of these. So they can research while we're building pretty much. And we're gonna look into making a shit ton of stone furnaces as well. Alrighty guys, so we've been crafting for pretty much forever now, and we are still crafting. So I'm gonna cancel all of this, and I'm gonna show you guys a little neat trick here, so that you can speed up the crafting. Let me just cancel. And we're gonna make more science packs so we can finish the automation research here. And I will show you guys exactly how you can make this a little bit neat without having a complete production setup of iron plates and copper plates. You can actually manually do a sort of automated factory, a little tiny factory that you fill on with resources by yourself, either through chests or just manually. First of all, we're gonna do an iron chest. Put it right here. This is where we're gonna dump unnecessary shit that we don't want in our inventory. Automation is almost complete. There we go, perfect. We're gonna go and make 2 assembling machines here. The reason being is we want to automate our belts because they're a pain in the ass to craft many of. We're gonna put it right here. We're gonna put it right here. We're gonna provide them with power, and we're gonna make belts. And in order to make belts, we need some iron gear wheels as well. So it's gonna look like this. Of course, we didn't make any inserters previously, so we're gonna make a few now. So this is basically how I'm gonna do it. So we take the iron gear wheels and put them into the belt making machine, and then we put them out into chests. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna manually fill this here with resources. So either you can do that or you can put chests, but this here is not a lot, but it's gonna help quite a lot with the making of this here. So let's say we go make some chests here. Can actually do it like this, but then as you can see here, we need quite a bit more of them inserters in order to do this, and it's just too much, I think. So then we will actually need to put some iron in here, and we will need to put some iron in here as well. Okay, there we go. Now it's all fully automated and we can refill it with resources. And out here we get a bunch of bells for us. That is perfect. But of course we want to be making some inserters as well, and that's just too much to automate here with this type of setup. But it's pretty neat for some extra belts here and there. Meanwhile, we're gonna go and grab all the iron plates that we've been making. So let's see here. We're gonna make some inserters. And we're gonna make them while we're building the rest of the things here. Also, we need to do a little bit of planning. Zooming out here, we can see we got plenty of space. Yeah, we got plenty of space in all directions except down, I guess. So I think right is the most appropriate one because there is no water in the way. Okay, we're gonna go and grab the stone furnaces. We're gonna put them down, and now this is a pretty interesting thing here in the beginning. Because there's a few ways you can build this. One is a way where you can easily upgrade it in the future, and one is a way where it's more optimized for the early stages, and I think we're gonna go with the one that is more optimized for the early stages, because the one that you can upgrade is not fully optimized for the mid-game stages, so to say. So we can do a line like this here. Perfect. We got our inserters. So all we gotta do is just do this here. One inserter putting resources in, and one inserter putting resources out. Also, we can put our little transportation belt to the quick bar down here. Now it's way easier to, oh Jesus Christ, to access. Just like so. There we go. And yeah, usually I have a neat way of doing this here. Actually, I do these belts in reverse. Because then you will not be in the way for further expansion, and all you really do is just add them up together. So we're gonna make some underground belts and splitters, and yeah, we're gonna go grab some more belts down here after we have gathered all the iron plates and put the coal back into this. As you can see, you run out of belts really goddamn quickly. There we go. So I'm gonna put the underground belts here on the quick bar, as well as usually how I roll. And then I usually just do something like this. And they're gonna add up perfectly now. So meanwhile, while we're crafting, we can work on storing all of this stuff here. So sometimes I store it in a chest, sometimes I put it straight out to the main bus, grab the belt here. We're gonna turn it around. No, we're actually gonna do it on the upside instead, like this. So now we need room. Let's see here. So we're gonna do like this. Perfect. We're gonna put a chest here in the middle. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So on this belt rolling in here to the middle, one side is gonna have iron ore and one side is gonna have coal for the fuel to the stone furnaces. So we're gonna put down some electrical and mining drills right here. And meanwhile we can craft even more of them, because I have a feeling we're gonna run out of them. We're gonna roll this all the way up here. Connect it like this, so it only lands on one side. Then we're gonna go and grab even more electrical mining drills here. Eight is about perfect, I would say. We're gonna roll it all the way out here. It's not the most perfectly optimized way of doing this, but I think it's a clear way to show you guys exactly how it works. This is not to save space, it's just to make it more clear. As you can see here now, we're gonna find an issue here where we can't reach this one here with an electrical pole. But there's a neat trick here. You can use the underground belts like this. The space in between where the miners output their resources is pretty big, so you can fit an electrical pole in between without any issues. And there we go, we're now mining some coal. I'm gonna pull up the electricity all the way here to our iron miners as well. Looking good, looking good. And of course we need to pull up the electricity all the way up here into our little stone furnace farm up here. Okay, so let's see here. This is the pattern that we're gonna roll with. There we go. And that is looking pretty good. And of course we're gonna connect that one up as well. Okay, so now we have it all automated. We're gonna have a nice little line of iron plates rolling out here and being put into this chest here. It's looking pretty good. Now all we gotta do is just do the same thing here for the copper. And also we can start just removing this here now. There we go. The more coal you burn, the more enemies you're gonna gather around yourself. If we have a look here on the map and we enable the pollution, we can see our pollution is spreading wide, really far away. So far away I might actually want to make 2 more radars so they can scan quicker for enemies. As you can see, this one here is super slow at scanning. So now instead of 1 little square being scanned every now and then, we're gonna have 3. So as we can see here now, the coal is keeping up, no problem. The iron actually seems to be keeping up as well. It's stacking up right about here, which is really good. As you can see here, the iron production is just way higher than before. If we go for 1 minute here, we're sitting roughly at around 200 a minute. Let's put down a couple of these. Oh, like so. Go grab a belt. Pull it out here to the side as well. Now we don't want it to be crashing into this here, because this here needs its own space. So either we go more up or we make this space down here for the iron plate production. Let me see what it all looks like. If we make this here into iron plate production, we can have the stone production down here. And we can have the copper right around here above. So I think it's gonna be all fine if we have it roughly... Let's just... Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a neat little trick here now. We can start making blueprints. We cannot automate blueprints with robots and all that, but we can have it as a guideline. I'm gonna go in and just copy this. We're gonna create the blueprint. We can put it in our quick bar here. And let's just walk straight up like this. Put it down like that, and now we can make an exact copy of this, but up here. And in order to pick up the thing that you have on the blueprint, just hover over it and press Q. Super easy. Okay, there we go, that was super easy. All we need now is another iron chest and put it straight here. I'm gonna grab all the iron plates, and as you can see we got plenty of them now. We got a shit ton of copper ore from removing the old stone furnaces. We do not want all of this here. I'm just gonna put it all into a chest here. There we go. That's looking way better. Now we can just put some iron plates in each here. We're gonna have automated belts back up and running. Okay, so I'm gonna start by connecting this up here, and then we're gonna give them all power. I'm gonna do the same distance here as on the other place. There we go. And of course, in order to get the coal off from here, we don't want another set of miners. We're just gonna use a splitter. So we have splitters right here. I'm gonna remove our blueprint from the quick selection bar and put our splitters there instead. So now we're talking. And now it looks pretty much identical to this one down here. And now all we gotta do is just connect the electricity up. We could run along the belt here to make it look a little bit neat, but I'm just gonna save us a little bit of resources by just running it from the other set of miners. So what you can do here now, when this one is filled, it will automatically stop and just pile up here on the belt. But we can actually pull this off here into a main bus where we can start automating stuff. Same thing here. But of course, it's gonna use a ton of belts. I'm gonna start crafting my own belts. Meanwhile, while we're actually automating them down here, because we're gonna need so many belts. Also, I think we can really just stop having this coal production right here now. So we're just cleaning up our old mess. I'm gonna put a bunch of it here. We're gonna need another chest. So if you have a bunch of chests filled with shit you don't really want, you can just destroy them with your gun by pressing C, and you will destroy it. It's gonna take a little while because I have a shit gun, but once it's destroyed, the resources are gone. There we go. Probably not optimal way of using resources, but it's the way that I like to keep things clean. So we have automated the iron, we have automated the copper. All we gotta do now is just automate the stone as well. So the stone is also used in order to make walls to defend your base from enemies. So we're gonna automate this here as well. We do not need the same amounts. We're just gonna go with 6 of these. Roll out a little belt here. We will need some coal for this here as well. I'm gonna grab a splitter from right about here, I think, and just pull it all the way out here, all the way down here. Looking good. And we're gonna do something similar to this, but not as complex, because we will not need the same amount of throughput. So we're just gonna grab a few of these. And let's see here. Gonna combine this like that. Just like this. We're gonna go and make some more inserters for this here. And we're out of inserters. So we can put down some electrical poles meanwhile. I'm just gonna plug it all up to power now. And there we go, we have automated the stone as well, and it's now gonna be melted into bricks. But of course, if we have a look, we can't actually have a look at that right now. There it is, landfill is actually made using casual stones. We're gonna have this split off into casual stone in the future as well. But for now, I think I just wanna put this here into a basic chest. Just like so. And we're gonna give them some power as well here. Perfect. Okay, so we have automated the stones, we have automated iron plate production, we have automated copper plate production, and of course I'm saying stone, but I really mean we have automated the brick production. We have a little science labs down here for doing the basic research, but now what we gotta do is just add all of this up here into main bus where we can start automating stuff for real. And we will also start automating the researching processes. But yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. It's not super complex, it's not super high density, it's just a basic setup to get you going. So as always, hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Feel free to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for future videos. Take care, and I'll see you guys next time.